Imagine waking up to the sudden, violent shaking of the ground beneath you, walls swaying dangerously, ceiling tiles crashing, and a deafening roar that fills every corner of your street. The world you knew moments ago has been violently torn apart, and instinct screams that survival is uncertain. Dust chokes the air, making each breath an effort, while the shrieks and cries of terrified neighbors pierce the chaos, amplified by the falling debris around you. Buildings collapse in slow-motion horror, concrete slabs and steel beams raining down like a merciless avalanche. In the midst of this destruction, somewhere buried under tons of rubble, people are alive, trapped in complete darkness, struggling against impossible odds. For 6 full days, these individuals cling to life, pinned under debris, feeling the weight of concrete pressing against their bodies, their only connection to the world above the faintest vibrations, the tiniest sounds of distant voices, and the immeasurable hope that someone will find them. The first moments of the earthquake are pure terror. Bricks, furniture, and walls collapse with terrifying unpredictability. Limbs are pinned at unnatural angles, and even the slightest movement risks aggravating injuries or causing further collapse. Panic surges, yet the mind must find clarity, because survival is not just about physical endurance. It is about mental focus, calculation, and hope. Every breath is a negotiation with suffocating dust. Every heartbeat a reminder of how precious oxygen is. Hunger and thirst are secondary to the urgent need to remain conscious, to avoid panic-induced mistakes that could cost life. The darkness is total. Light has vanished, replaced by oppressive silence punctuated by faint creaks, whispers, and the occasional sound of shifting debris. Yet even here, amidst chaos, human resilience sparks. The first day stretches endlessly as trapped survivors assess their environment, attempting minor adjustments to relieve pressure, maintain space, and avoid collapse. Voices may echo, sometimes offering comfort, sometimes fading into haunting silence. Survival instincts kick in, with every sound above becoming critical information. A vibration might indicate rescue activity, a distant voice might guide orientation, and every dust pattern, every draft of air provides subtle clues. By the second day, the psychological pressure intensifies. Isolation magnifies fear, yet maintaining mental clarity is vital. Survivors whisper prayers, recount memories, and focus on loved ones as anchors to sanity. Physical discomfort escalates. Muscles stiffen from immobility, dehydration bites, and joints ache under crushing weight, yet determination persists. Tiny drops of water, scraps of food, or even a faint breeze become monumental lifelines. Every sound is a message, every vibration a thread of hope. The third day is an endurance crucible. Fatigue clouds judgment, pain radiates through trapped limbs, and oxygen feels scarce. Yet ingenuity and human will shine brightest under extreme conditions. Survivors carefully reposition bodies to relieve pressure, manipulate debris to create space, and communicate quietly to maintain connection. Shared whispers and gestures become strategies for psychological survival, sustaining hope and determination. By the fourth day, the body begins to show extreme signs of weakness. Limbs fail, energy depletes, and breathing becomes labored. Yet the mind harnesses imagination, meditation, and memories to preserve focus. Every sound, the scrape of a tool, the hammer of rescue crews, distant calls, triggers surges of hope, each one carefully measured to conserve energy. The fifth day is a test of every reserve. Hunger, dehydration, fatigue, and immobilization strain both body and mind. Survivors employ careful strategies, adjusting position to reduce pressure, regulating breathing to conserve energy, and using mental visualization to ward off panic. Psychological endurance becomes as critical as physical strength. Every thought, every heartbeat becomes a deliberate act of survival. The sixth day marks the threshold of ultimate endurance. Bodies are frail, voices barely audible, yet the instinct to live dominates all else. Signals from above, voices, vibrations, tiny movements trigger adrenaline surges. Rescue becomes possible, yet extraction is painstaking. A single wrong movement could collapse tons of rubble, yet the skillful coordination of human ingenuity and persistent determination brings survivors into the light. Finally, when daylight touches their faces, air fills their lungs with unimaginable relief, and each breath feels miraculous. Survivors emerge physically weakened but profoundly alive, every heartbeat a testimony to endurance, courage, and the unbreakable human will. This extraordinary scenario highlights both fragility and resilience. The human body endures crushing weight, limited resources, and immobilization, while the mind navigates isolation, fear, and uncertainty. Spiritually and psychologically, every second underground requires focus, hope, and ingenuity. Each micro-decision, breathing carefully, adjusting limbs, conserving energy, cumulatively sustains life. These survivors exemplify the apex of adaptive human behavior, demonstrating that ingenuity, cooperation, mental clarity, and hope can counter extreme adversity. Above-ground rescue teams coordinate tirelessly, yet underground, survival depends on every choice, every careful movement, and every mental strategy executed under pressure. Over 6 days, survivors endure temperature fluctuations, dehydration, physical compression, minimal nutrition, and constant danger. Each breath, each micro-movement, each thought is a conscious act of survival. Their endurance showcases human capacity to adapt beyond what seems physically and psychologically possible. Upon rescue, the emotional release is overwhelming. Relief, shock, gratitude, and the profound awareness of narrowly escaped death. Every story underscores that survival is not solely a function of chance. It is strategic, deliberate, and grounded in resilience. The survivors' narratives extend lessons far beyond disaster zones. Patience, resourcefulness, hope, and the application of mental and physical endurance under extreme constraints. Every heartbeat in the rubble, every movement, every small decision contributed cumulatively to sustaining life until extraction. Their ordeal teaches that humans, even under unimaginable stress, possess the capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive despite overwhelming adversity. The psychological strategies employed, focus, visualization, meditation, careful movement, conservation of energy, demonstrate the mental fortitude necessary for survival. Even in complete darkness, minimal resources, and extreme danger, the human spirit maintains awareness, ingenuity, and determination. These individuals' experiences highlight resilience, creativity, and unwavering determination. Extreme adversity reveals not only vulnerability, but also the latent extraordinary capacities of humans to solve problems, maintain hope, and endure physically and psychologically. The extracted survivors carry permanent physical, emotional, and psychological marks, yet their stories serve as beacons of courage and inspiration. Every breath and decision during 6 days underground was a deliberate act of defiance against death itself. Their ordeal is a testament to the interplay between body, mind, and spirit, demonstrating that survival is a combination of endurance, strategy, and hope. Above-ground celebrations capture the moment of rescue, but the true narrative is composed of the countless deliberate, conscious acts of survival underground. From conserving strength to navigating limited air, adjusting posture, and maintaining mental focus, every micro-action was critical. 6 days trapped demonstrates the apex of human adaptive behavior. Every movement was calculated, every breath a tool, every thought a lifeline. The human spirit, tested to the extreme, exhibits remarkable ingenuity, courage, and resilience, proving that survival in the most extreme conditions is achievable when determination, mental clarity, and hope converge. These stories resonate globally because they demonstrate that extraordinary human endurance can emerge in the darkest, most oppressive conditions. They illustrate how mental focus, strategic thinking, and unwavering willpower can sustain life when circumstances seem insurmountable. The experience of 6 days trapped in rubble highlights the intricate balance between vulnerability and extraordinary potential. Each survivor's decisions, each careful movement, and each micro-action collectively ensured survival, culminating in liberation from the debris. The event emphasizes mental fortitude, adaptability, and the unyielding drive to live, offering powerful lessons about courage, ingenuity, and human resilience. Every heartbeat, every motion, every thought during 6 days underground demonstrates deliberate, intelligent, and sustained survival effort. The narrative underscores the human capacity to endure, adapt, and maintain hope under extreme adversity. Survivors' experiences reinforce the importance of mental clarity, patience, creativity, and courage. Extreme conditions reveal the human potential to persist beyond perceived limits, providing insight into resilience, adaptive behavior, and strategic endurance. These remarkable accounts of survival showcase the extraordinary capabilities latent in every individual, inspiring awe and offering lessons for facing extreme challenges. 6 days underground, trapped in darkness, suffocating dust, and crushing debris, illuminate both human fragility and unparalleled strength. Every breath, every movement, every thought contributes to survival, demonstrating that life persists when determination, intelligence, and hope are fully engaged. Extraction validates these efforts, yet the essence of heroism lies in the perseverance beneath the rubble, the careful, deliberate, and sustained acts of survival that define human resilience at its peak. The survivors' stories, rich with endurance and ingenuity, highlight the interplay between body, mind, and spirit, proving that even under the most punishing conditions, humans can adapt, endure, and prevail. Their experiences demonstrate that hope, strategy, and determination are as vital as physical strength in overcoming extreme adversity. Each micro-decision underground, a subtle shift, a careful breath, a whispered reassurance, is a tool for life. 6 days of survival in the earthquake rubble are a testament to courage, adaptability, and the unbreakable human will. These extraordinary narratives illustrate the pinnacle of endurance and the profound capabilities inherent in every human being, revealing the potential to survive and thrive even when confronted with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Ultimately, these accounts remind us of the resilience, ingenuity, and determination that define human survival, offering lessons that extend far beyond the disaster zone and inspiring every viewer to recognize the extraordinary potential of human life under extreme conditions.